All right, so in this diagram, we want to quickly use our system for identifying our phases of the moon and be able to draw what they look like from our perspective here on Earth, right? We care a lot about our perspective here on Earth because that's where we're located. So we're going to very quickly go through and follow our steps that we went through in our first 9 videos, all right? So the first step we always want to do is we always want to find the sun. So here's our sun. In this picture, this is going to be our sun. All right, so when we're looking here, our first moon that we're going to see that is closest to the sun is this letter A. So we know that letter A is a new moon. All right, that's our new moon. And we're going to put us. We're going to pretend that smiley face is us. So we're going to add our letter A is our new moon. And we know that in a new moon, it is 100% dark. We don't see anything when there's a new moon in the sky. All right. That's really important. There's no light. And so what we mean with this, when we look up in the night sky and you look up, right? When you look up, if you're the person, the green smiley face, you look up into the sky, the half that we can see from our perspective here on Earth is completely dark. So what we want to do is for our new moon, we want to shade it in all dark because we don't see anything from our perspective. It is all dark from our perspective. So we're making that black. That is letter A is our new moon. It is all black. All right. We always want to then follow our system. So after we find the new moon, we continue in that straight line and we can find our full moon. Right. And our letter E is going to be our full moon because it is in a straight line from the moon, from the sun, the earth, and the moon. So our new moon is A, our full moon is going to be E. So we're going to add that to our notes now. And in a full moon, we have 100% right. There's no dark, and it's the furthest from the sun. Right. And so we actually don't need to color that one in at all because a full moon is 100% bright. So we don't actually need so the way it looks right now is perfect, right? And again, if we're looking at our perspective, here we are, the little green face. We look up to the night sky. We're going to cover the back half because we can't see that. You can't see anything that's behind the moon, right? And when we look up at the sky, the half that we can see is all going to be bright. So that's why this is our full moon. So we have our new moon at A and our full moon is at E. All right. Next, we want to figure out which are going to be our waxings moons and which are our waning moons. And we know that our waxing moons, well, first we need to remember that, right, it's always going to go counterclockwise. So if, and this picture helps you because it goes A, B, C, D. So it's telling us we're already going counterclockwise. So we know all these ones, B, C, and D, are all waxing moons. So we can actually add that in. Let's add that into our text because we know these are all waxing. Right? And we just know that because as we go from a new to a full, we're waxing, right? So we can add waxing to B, C, and D. And then when we go from a full to a new, we know that they're going to be waning. So we can actually add waning into F, G, and H. Right, so let's come over here. Let's add our waning moons. We got our waning moons. Right, from new to full, they're waxing. From full to new, it's waning. And this picture, right, because of where the sun is, the waxing moons are on the top and the waning moons are on the bottom. It only is like this because of the picture and where the sun is. That's the most important part.